The presidential candidate of All Progressive Congress, General Muhammadu Buhari, has called on the party supporters to do away with violence during and after the presidential election on Saturday. Buhari made this call in Bauchi at the Northeast Zonal Presidential Campaign Rally. He explained that they must remain peaceful and refuse any intimidation to cause violence. Also speaking at the rally, the former vice president and the chieftain of the party, Atiku Abubakar, charged the people of northeastern part of the country to vote for the candidate of their choice. In Bauchi, Muyiwa Bamdele reporting.
As the rescheduled date for the 2015 general elections draws near, a National Commissioner for the Independent National Electoral Commission, Professor Lai Oluride, has insisted that the deployment of card readers will improve the quality of the elections processes. Oluride, who stated this to newsmen in Abuja after a book launch entitled Citizenship and Electoral Reforms in Africa, a discussion paper of Frederick Ebert Stiftung, also said the electoral body has put other measures in place to ensure that no voter is disenfranchised due to the failure of the card readers.
The deployment of the card reader in the electoral process, particularly as it pertains to this Saturday's election, is to improve on the quality of the election and to confer more transparency on the electoral process and prompt a cardinal point, a cardinal issue in elections, which is one person, one vote. We've tested the card reader. It has been publicly demonstrated and it performed very well with regards to doing what we call as the authentic accreditation. It is 100%. It was able to read the card reader in 100%. The only challenge we have with the card reader is with regards to authentication of the fingerprints. But in the unlikely event that the fingers are not authenticated, a voter is not thereby precluded from exercising his right to vote. We have factored in what we call the incident form, which will take care of people. Once your card reader is read, but it's a must that the card must be read. It must be a card that is issued by INEC, and it must belong to the polling station where you are taking the card to. Once you meet those requirements, if you are unable, your fingers are unable to be authenticated by the machine, it does not fetter your participation in the electoral process.
Oluride, who co-authored the book, stressed the need for synergy among African countries to put their resources together and come up with a center for technology development.
There's the need for synergy, there's the need for networking among African countries that are trying to go into the deployment of technology, whether to capture biometrics or to screen people before they are allowed to vote, whatever. There's no way Africa can cope with the rate at which technology is being thrown out. There's no way we cannot cope. But if you network, if 10 or so African countries are doing election this year, instead of each one of them going to the market to source for election technology, why can't all of them pull their resources together? Then you are able to, you have that monopoly, you come together as a buyer, then you confront them, you can then reduce, you can get the price, you can get price reduction, and it's better for you than to then other countries that are not doing election. The equipment can be on loan to them. All of them can contribute resources. They can even have a center of technology for center for election technology in Africa, instead of different countries going to different vendors when they, and they don't have the resources to really buy the best. Then they can then go for the best, train their people together, or have a set of people in the country trained. Then they can now become the trainers for other election managers in Africa.
Frederick Ebert Stiftung resident representative Dr. Klaus Peter emphasized on transparency of the elections.
Transparency and having reliable results. Citizen numbers, counting, and not rigging or buying or whatever.
Nigeria go to the poll on the 28th of March to elect its president, which is largely between the incumbent president Goodluck Jonathan of the People's Democratic Party and the main opposition candidate Muhammadu Buhari of the All Progressive Congress. Osam Raffle, Ben Television, Abuja, Nigeria.
The chairman of Economic Community of West African States and Ghanaian President John Mahama has called for violent, free and credible election in this weekend presidential poll in Nigeria. ECOWAS chairman made a call while speaking with journalists in Abuja after his meeting with All Progressive Congress presidential candidate General Muhammadu Buhari. Mahama said entire West African community is expecting peaceful conduct during and after the election process.
We expect the elections to be free, transparent, fair and credible, and ECOWAS is going to do everything possible to work with the political stakeholders and the Independent Electoral Commission to make sure that the election process is credible and acceptable to the people of Nigeria.
Similarly, ECOWAS chairman has equally met with President Goodluck Jonathan on the peaceful poll in Nigeria. In Abuja, Muyiwa Bamdele reporting.
Nigerians in Ukraine has called on their family members and friends in Nigeria to vote for the re-election of Goodluck Jonathan as the country's president come March 28. President Goodluck Support Youth Group, Dr. Ojiemu Jefta, made the call at a youth rally in support of the re-election of the president in Ukraine. He noted that Goodluck has done well in all sectors of the economy and also helped in empowering Nigerian youths. He therefore called on the youth not to involve themselves in anything that could cause violence. LM Chukwemeka reports. Nigerians have been called upon to promote anything that can bring about lasting peace and unity as the country prepares for its general elections. These calls were made by members of the Redeemed Christian Church of God Upper Room Zone in Abuja at the Church National Peace Concert aimed in promoting peace during elections.
Our role is to advocate for peace, both in the north, in the south, in the west, and in the eastern part of the country. We are in Abuja, and other youths in the country look up to us to see the message we have to say in time like this. In time like this, it's very important to tell our fellow youths to be free from violence.
We are praying for the peace of Nigeria, praying that everything that concerns Nigeria, even at this time, there will be peace. And we know that He will do it because we are tying it with praise.
These are some choir ministrations at the event, all pointing at one thing: peace. Zonal Pastor Upper Room, Pastor Matthew Adebayo, and other ministers who spoke to Ben Television highlight the importance of peace during elections, and they also called on Nigerians to avoid anything that will cause violence before, during, and after elections.
Let's have a fair election. Whoever God decides to put there, we go with the person. And we believe God is involved, especially in this particular election. There will be peace.
We believe God that there is peace in our nation and there's going to be peace. we want to celebrate God for that, because thanksgiving, singing unto the Lord, making a melody unto him, ensures that God himself will be provoked to make sure that we have peace.
It doesn't matter what man thinks, that this election is going to be peaceful, Nigeria is going to remain as one, we are not going to divide, and the will of God concerning this nation will be done.
In this nation at this point, we believe we need the peace of God, and we want to use the instrument of worship, which is one thing that God does not resist or cannot resist, because he said he lives in the worship of his children. So if one will lift up a banner of worship to God and seek him for his peace over the land of Nigeria.
The peace concert was prepared to showcase the importance of peace as Nigeria prepares for its 2015 general elections come 28 March in Abuja. LM Chukwemeka report for Ben Television News.